Oh my goodness. Love and hip-hop universe fans, you think you know the story, but trust me, the truth is way worse than anyone imagined. M. Harris's sudden firing sent shockwaves through the fan base, sparking endless rumors about production, issues, money disputes, and secret backstabbing. But now, Mem is speaking out. And some powerful people definitely don't want this information getting out. For weeks, speculation swirled. Was it a contract dispute? A ratings ploy? Or was someone setting him up? The gossip ran wild, but when Mem finally went live and laid it all bare, fans were left in stunned silence. This isn't just another reality TV scandal. This is about loyalty, retaliation, and a betrayal so deep that even Yandy Smith wasn't ready for what was coming. What exactly did Mem reveal? Why is the network scrambling behind the scenes? This story takes turns so wild, it'll have you questioning everything you thought you knew. Sitting in silence, Mem's face was a storm of frustration and determination. The past few weeks had been a blur of rumors and outright lies, but he wasn't about to let anyone rewrite his story. He took a deep breath, picked up his phone, and hit live. The world was about to hear his side, and it was far messier than anyone expected. As soon as the stream started, the comments exploded. Fans demanded answers. What happened? Why were you fired? Was Yandy involved? Speculation ran rampant. Some thought he walked away due to low ratings. Others believed the decision was forced on him. Mem just smirked. He wasn't here to play defense. He was about to drop a bombshell that would shake the entire franchise to its core. While some speculated that Mem's departure was due to contract disputes, he just shook his head and smirked. This wasn't just about answering questions. He was about to drop a bombshell that would send shockwaves through the entire cast. "See, y'all been talking," he began, his voice calm but laced with something sharper. "I hear all these stories going around. People saying I walked away, people saying I got cut over my contract. But let me tell you what really happened." Silence gripped the live stream. Fans held their breath, watching intently. It wasn't about contracts. It wasn't about ratings, he continued. It was about betrayal. His voice hardened. "Someone I trusted sold me out." The comments section erupted. Who was he talking about? A cast member? A producer? Or could it be Yandy? Mem leaned in, his expression unreadable. This industry is all about control. If you don't play by their rules, if you start thinking for yourself, they find a way to get rid of you. That's exactly what happened to me. The tension climbed. Then, out of nowhere, a verified account appeared in the chat, and its message sent chills through the viewers. "Be careful what you say, Mem. You know they're watching." A heavy pause followed. Fans flooded the comments with frantic messages. "Who is watching? What does that mean? Mem, spill it now." Mem let out a short chuckle and shook his head. "Oh, I know they're watching," he said, his voice steady. "But I'm not afraid." And just like that, the entire atmosphere shifted. This was no longer just about a firing. This was something much bigger. A cover-up, a takedown, a calculated effort to silence him before he could reveal what he knew. And now he was making it clear. He wasn't backing down. Then, chaos erupted. A name popped up in the comments, sending fans into a frenzy. Yandy. OMG, Yandy's here. Is she about to expose him? What is happening? Mem spotted her name and grinned. "Oh, now you want to tune in? Now you want to see what I'm saying?" The tension was electric. And then, Yandy requested to join the live. Mem hesitated. Letting her on could turn this into a full-blown explosion. But he had to hear what she had to say. He accepted. And within seconds, Yandy's face appeared on the screen. Yandy's face appeared on the screen, her expression tight, her voice softer than usual, almost cautious. The tension was suffocating. Fans immediately spiraled into speculation. Was she here to warn him? Was she trying to stop him from saying too much? Or was she part of the setup all along? Mem folded his arms, letting out a sharp scoff. "I don't have to guess. I already know." Yandy exhaled, shaking her head. "I know you're mad. I know you feel betrayed." Mem let out a bitter laugh, his jaw clenching. "Mad? Nah, Yandy. This isn't just about being mad. It's about watching people you trust handle things behind closed doors, making moves that were supposed to protect me, but ended up leaving me out to dry. A flicker of something, guilt, frustration, regret, crossed Yandy's face. But then, she said something that changed everything. "You weren't fired, Mem." Her voice was barely above a whisper. "You were set up." The comment section detonated. Wait, what? Who set him up? Why is she only saying this now? Mem leaned forward, his gaze burning into hers, his hands curled into fists, knuckles white. "Tell me why." Yandy hesitated. Her eyes darted away. The silence stretched, thick with anticipation. Then, finally, she took a deep breath and murmured, "It wasn't me, but I know who it was." Mem's face darkened, his eyes locking onto hers with an intensity that sent chills through the audience. Betrayal radiated from him. The fans could feel it. Cutting, raw, unforgiving. The chat was on fire, thousands of viewers desperate for her next words. But before she could say anything, the screen went black. Silence. Shock rippled through the audience. Did the platform shut it down? Did Mem end it himself? Or worse, was someone making sure the truth never got out? One thing was undeniable. This was just the beginning. And Mem? He wasn't backing down. Meanwhile, Yandy paced back and forth in her living room, her phone clutched tightly in her hand. She had tried calling Mem multiple times, but he wasn't answering. She knew him too well. When backed into a corner, he didn't retreat. He came out swinging. And the last thing they needed right now was more drama. But it was too late for that. He was done playing it safe. That night, an unexpected Instagram Live notification popped up. Within seconds, thousands of fans flooded in, desperate to hear his side of the story. The screen flickered, revealing Mem sitting in a dimly lit room, his face tense, his expression unreadable. Yandy's heart pounded as she watched from her phone. She feared he was about to do something reckless. Mem exhaled sharply before dropping the bombshell. "They're not firing me because of ratings," he said, his voice steady but sharp. "They're firing me because I won't bring the drama." Leaned in closer, eyes locked on the camera. "Let's set the record straight. They're not going to silence me anymore." The comment section exploded. Question marks, fire emojis, frantic messages. Fans were losing it. Yandy's stomach twisted. "What is he doing?" Mem's voice lowered. "This is a business. If you don't play the game their way, they'll throw you out. But I saw too much. I peeped things I wasn't supposed to see." The audience was hooked. This wasn't just a reality star venting. This was bigger. And Mem wasn't holding back. "What? About what happens behind closed doors?" he asked, his voice steely. "How do they decide who's the villain and who's the fan favorite? Y'all really think this is real? You think these fights, these scandals just happen? Nah. They plan it all. And when you stop playing along, you get replaced." The live chat was on fire. Comments flooded in so fast that Instagram could barely keep up. Other reality stars started tuning in, dropping shocked emojis, eager to hear more tea. Before Mem could respond, Yandy's name flashed on the screen. An incoming call. He hesitated, then declined it. Back home, Yandy grabbed her keys. She had to reach him before things spiraled out of control. Meanwhile, Mona Scott Young, the mastermind behind Love and Hip Hop, had been informed. Her phone buzzed nonstop with producers, PR teams, and cast members all demanding answers. Mona didn't panic easily, but if Mem exposed the show's inner workings, that was dangerous for everyone involved. Then a message popped up on Mem's screen. "You don't want the smoke," he smirked. "Oh, they're scared now? Good. They're already trying to shut me up, but I ain't done yet." He straightened, eyes flashing. "Let's talk about contracts. Ever wonder why some people stay on the show for years while others disappear? Overnight?" Yandy burst into the room, reaching for his phone. "Mem, please." He pulled away. "No, Yandy, I'm done playing their game. Before she could argue, the screen went black. Gossip blogs were buzzing. Mem was about to break his silence. Some speculated he would drop shocking secrets, while others claimed he was about to throw producers under the bus. The anticipation was wild. Then it happened. The Instagram Live. Notification popped up, and within seconds, thousands flooded in. The energy was electric. Mem sat there staring directly into the camera, his expression unreadable. "Let's get one thing straight," he began, his voice calm but sharp. "I wasn't fired because I was difficult. I wasn't fired for causing trouble. I was fired because I refused to play their game." The comment section exploded. Fans demanded details. People wanted names. Mem leaned in, his voice steady but charged with emotion. "There's a lot y'all don't know about how this show really works. They wanted me to be part of something that went against everything I stand for. They wanted me to play along with some fake scripted mess that would make me look bad. When I said no, they cut me." A comment flashed across the screen. "What was it they wanted you to do?" Mem smirked, shaking his head. "Let's just say, if I had followed their plan, you'd have seen a completely different version of me. One that isn't real. One that damn sure isn't who I am." Just then, Yandy's voice cut in from the background. "Are you sure you want to say that?" Mem turned slightly but didn't hesitate. "Yandy, I've been silent for too long. Look where that got me." And then came the moment that changed everything. A comment appeared. An anonymous account. But the words carried weight. "He ain't lying. They did the same thing to me." Mem's eyes flickered as he read it. His chest tightened. He wasn't imagining things. This wasn't just about him. This was a pattern, a blueprint. A system designed to twist narratives and create villains. "Let me ask y'all something," he continued, voice sharper now. "Why do you think so many OGs from Love and Hip Hop just disappeared? You really think they all walked away?